G'day peeps, old Fat here. So I've got a couple of jake traps. I think they're jake traps, number 5s anyway, the Western trapping ones. And what I'm going to do today, I'm just going to put a bit of strychnine on them. And we have to, in WA, we have to put strychnine on all our traps. So I've got this one all ready to go. I just put the block of wood in there, just makes it easy to wrap it. Like that. Feel free to correct me if I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, so you can use tape or cable ties. So I'm going to go with a bit of electrical tape because I had that handy. And we just cut off. I'm just using chucks, bit of chucks here. That actually might be a bit too short. But I'm using a bit of chucks, and then we just wrap it around there a couple of times, put the strychnine on, wrap it over again and retape it. So I'll just do it this way, because that's the way I want the pocket. So I'll just cut off a bit of tape, just get a couple of spare bits. Hopefully you can see that. I might have to point that down a bit, or there you go. That might work a bit better. So I'm just going to tape it over to one side of the jaw. I'm just going to wrap it around once, probably twice. So that should give me a nice little pocket to put the strychnine in there, and then I'll wrap it around again. I'm just going to hold the tape here. I just put that there to make it a bit easier. Make a little pocket. And then we're going to put the strychnine there. Should always have safety glasses and all that sort of stuff. So I'll put my mask on, not that it'll probably do much. I'm in the shed, so there's no wind or anything here. So we should be all good. Got my spoon out of my bag here. And then we just get a little bit of the, I only put about half a teaspoon, that's all you need. What I will do, what I should have done is put my gloves on. We've got dogs and that as well, so I'll wash my hands thoroughly once we're finished. But I'll just put the gloves on for a bit of insurance. So apparently, I don't know how true this is, back in the old days, some of the old boys used to fucking, you know, put a little bit of, tiny bit of strychnine under their gums for a bit of a buzz. Doesn't take very much of this to kill you. So I don't know why they would do that. So I'm just going to take that off. Got my little pocket there. Just going to put the strychnine in it. Shape it up so I don't drop any. And then I'm going to wrap it around once, twice. I'll get my other little bit of tape there that I had ready. Now I'm going to, I'll tape the low side. Then I'll get another little bit of tape. Which sticks well to my gloves. Tape all that. So I'll put another little bit of tape around it, but just to show you. So the strychnine's captured in here, and what happens when this gets on the dog gets caught in the trap, and the dog will try and get the trap off, and it'll go for any soft spot. So once it pulls the cloth out, it's got all the strychnine in it, it'll ingest the strychnine and then it'll die straight away. Pretty well straight away. So that's the reason that they mandated it in WA, is so it had a quick death. I'm just going to take this glove off for a minute. I'll finish touching the strychnine. So that's all taped up now, that's all easy to handle. There's no strychnine or anything here on the bench, so that's all good. And then I'll use my Japanese fighting shoes that I've got on, and I'll just do the other trap. So that trap's good to go. There we go. Oh, it's fucking hot in the mask. So I'll get a bit more tape ready this time. Glove off. There you go. That one's going to be better like that. Got these gloves off Temu. I went for extra large. These are like 5XL. Fucking fit Andre the Giant, these fuckers. So it's not rocket science. Personally, I don't like fucking around with this shit. I'm going to put that back in the poisons container. I'm also going to make up a couple of pan packers here. I don't have the foam ones, which I prefer to use actually, by the way, so if you can get hold of some of them, they're better. So I'm just going to cut some cloth out. And I'll set this one So when you put your strychnine on too, you've got to make sure that you've got it to the edge, so it's so your pan can still clip into the jaw. Otherwise, that'll be in its way. So you can't go too wide to the centre. So that's why you have them off to the left. And I'll show you while I'm here how to adjust the tension on them. I can take this shit off now. This goes in the bin. I burn it. Rag will get burnt. I'll clean the spoon. Spoon goes back in my bag. All that stuff can get burnt in the incinerator. Tape's all good, that goes back in my bag, and I'll keep the scissors out for that. Fuck me, it's humid with that on. I'll just keep that in my bag as well. So, for those that haven't adjusted them before, so on the back of the trap is a nut and a bolt which tightens the pan down, so you've got the right tension on your pan. So I'll sort of set that up roughly, if I can get it to lay right. Yeah, so like that. So if the pan tension's correct on this, I'm not sure what my hammer is, but I'll get a weight. I've just used this as a guide, because we've got a lot of native animals around, like bungarras and, you know, big birds of prey and that, which we don't want to set the trap off. So we want to set the trap as tight as we can, but it's still got to be able to catch a dog, small dog. So what I'll do with this, if I put this hammer on the pan, if I've got this set up properly, which I probably haven't, because I don't think I've set this trap up, this should be able to rest on it, like that, which is perfect. And then if I just put a little bit of tension on here, it'll set the trap off. So I didn't put much force on that at all. So that one's actually set right. So when we've done our training, they probably set that one up. So the reason I wanted that there is I just want to get the right length for me pan packer. So, and then I'll show you how that works. So all I need this to do is to go over the pan, and then I will tuck it in like that, and then that stops all the dirt. When I put all the dirt over it, it just stops all the dirt from binding it all up and making the trap not set properly. So that one's good enough, that one's good enough, so there's a couple there. And I'll just do a couple more. Because sometimes when the dog's having a bit of a frenzy and that, before he eats the strychnine, he can tear these up pretty good. I'm going to keep the long bits for when I'm doing the strychnine on the drawers. So I'll keep them. I'll just go in my little kit here. And half of that would be too much. So I'll just trim this one off a bit better. And then when I'm out there and I'm setting a trap, I'll take a bit of a video and show you that as well. Not sure if you see that. So that's the pan. The pan's fully on that. There you go. So I've got 4 ready to go. I'll put them all together in one pocket, then I know where they are. That's just an off cut. Yeah, so that's pretty well it for putting the strychnine on. So the other way you can do it if you don't have so much tape, I just like putting the tape over it for me, for peace of mind and that, and it doesn't fucking sprinkle out and shit. The dog's going to chew through that tape anyway. The other way you can do it is you can put a couple of cable ties over, small cable ties over, and that holds it all in place as well. But there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that and it made sense. If not, give me a few pointers. Cheers.